What's going on, blue collar crew? It's your head blue collar master, Mark Garland here. Behind me, you got a blue fish tank. I got a blue hat. I'm blue dabba die. That's an orange cat. Anyway, I'm excited for this video because, as promised, I'm bringing to you the first edition. There's a lot of first editions here of the blue collar tools of the trade, and this is the RMT Club, the tool that I was using in the first video. Can I help you? Pardon me. The tools I was using in the first video was the RMT Club by WEC Method, and I have two now. I love it so much. So we're going to be going over some of the specs, some of the details about it, and then I'm going to get into some fun. I'm going to show you some of my favorite exercises, and we're going to go from there. All right, blue collar crew. So we've got two clubs here. And as I said before, we got the 4 and the 6 pound club here. The clubs go from 2 pounds, 4 pounds, 6 pounds, and 8 pounds. Don't let that fool you. The way these are designed, that's gonna be plenty of weight, all the weight that you'll need. The 4 pound club here is the highly recommended starter. It'll train any and all types of athletes, people that even aren't athletes, anybody ranging from an average weight all the way up to elite athletes weighing 250 pounds. So once we get into a little bit more of the specs, you'll understand why that is. And the 6 and the 8 pound are the heavier clubs. They're used more for developing strength, while the 4 is the really dynamic, explosive, fast moving club that you can utilize to develop all kinds of athletic rotational movements. And then they even considered the youth playing baseball, softball, things like that. So there's a 2 pound there for juniors, like preteens or 12 and under, who would like to jump the gun there and get the athletic advantage. And so basically we're gonna get into some of the specs here. So as you can see now, this looks like a primal kind of medieval club here. And when you grab it, I mean, that's how it feels. And you hear that shaking inside. You know, it's not a giant maraca, but basically that weight inside there is steel shot, and it's a shifting weight. And that's the benefit of this. This is basically like a handheld sandbag club, except the shifting weight's not sand. I believe it's steel shot. And the benefit of that is when you decelerate or stop the club, the weight inside is going to slam up against this head here, and it's going to force you to have to generate more power to control it. And Toby also likes working out with the RMT clubs, or staring at them. He was scared at first. And so yeah, so basically it's got a rubber grip, nice non-slip rubber grip. It's got a reinforced handle because, again, as I said, you're gonna be grabbing this thing, swinging it fast, swinging it hard, really trying to develop power and explosiveness. I mean, this thing puts the athleticism in athleticism. And this club head right here is some type of rubber material that's very durable. It's utilized so that you can slam it and strike it on things. I would be careful in not slamming it too hard on like concrete or something like that, but I've seen some of the videos and the websites. If you're in a gym, they are slamming it against a heavy bag, like a boxing heavy bag, or you can go ahead and strike it up against the ground. As you can see on my 4 pound here, I've got some white marks there. That's from me slamming it there. But this is highly durable and ready for use for you to become an explosive, better athlete. That's right, Toby. Yeah. So as we were talking about earlier, this RMT club here is just really amazing. It's fascinating. I mean, it can help you with everything from shoulder rehabilitation. It's very sport specific. If you're, doing golf or baseball, softball, I know a number of you blue collar dads out there and moms, you guys belong to club leagues, softball, baseball, beer leagues, things like that. Get this club. If you're just playing for fun, that's fine. But if you really want to just play for bragging rights too and look cool while you're out there, get this club. It's going to help you to develop a lot of functional, powerful, rotational principles that are going to help you to play. Not only that, off the field, off the court, because here at Blue Collar Fitness, we strive to be athletes in every aspect of life, right? Whether it's in the court, the field, or at home, you know, playing with your kids, things like that, right? Movement is all about life and what we're doing. We're going to move throughout life, and that's just that. You know, we don't just move in sports, we move everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over some of my favorite exercises. Now, just like the kettlebell, okay? This thing here has a number of different exercises, but there's a few core principles that they have. One in which is what they call the coiling core, which is basically you're bending at the side, because when you bend at the side, the spine rotates. And in athletics, that's really great for running, sprinting, throwing, punching, striking, all those different things. So you're bending at the side there. They call it the coiling core there. You're really getting the lat involved. They don't really care about the like opposite forces. They care about same side things to develop that power. Second is they got a head over foot technique. And basically what that's going to allow you to do, they have one where you can stand like this and you move the club in various different ways and things like that. And then they have one where you're kind of assuming like a boxer's kind of stance, and you're doing a number of different things there. So like I said, I'm going to link the description to WEC Method's website in the description. So those of you who just love information, love to read all that stuff, you guys can check that out. And please, absolutely, if you play sports, if you just want to feel great, feel more powerful, more fast, more youthful, more mobile, purchase a WEC Method Club. I'm not sponsored by them, so you don't have a promo or a discount code. But go to the website. David WEC, you're a genius for this. Thank you. So we're going to get into just 4 basic exercises that I got from their website, and that link will be in the description. And I'm going to go over them, and I'm not certified, I'm not an expert at this. I just have been swinging these clubs for about probably a month now. So I'm going to grab the 4 pound because I just got the 6 pound. It's a little bit heavier, so we're just going to go with the 4 pound first here. So I'm really into hand strength, finger strength, grip strength, shoulder strength. These are practical, real life muscles that we're going to use in everyday life, right? It's not like you're gonna need a fucking 500-pound deadlift or something like that, right? But we're gonna use our shoulders, our hands to grip things every single day, all day long, especially on the job, whether you work in a warehouse or at a desk, or you're typing, you're picking up boxes, or you're delivering packages. We need strong fingers, grip forms, hands, and shoulders to brace these things and move them all day long. So first 2 exercises are kind of like warm up, helping you brace the shoulders and things like that. But there's 2 main grips with the RMT club. And by the way, I love ergonomics. This thing is very ergonomically designed. When you grip it, it just feels right. Like there's a connection between the club and your brain. You're like, holy shit, like I'm like primal, like you just want to smash something, okay? But anyway, so there's 2 grips. Basically, there's a line right here that goes around the club. Whichever hand, your dominant hand, your right or your left hand, grab it at the top, and then the one here at the bottom. This is what they refer to as the split grip. Then once you get more comfortable and better with any of these movements, you can then bring the hands closer and then start doing things that way, okay? So we're gonna go with the split grip with this one here, and then we'll do it closely as well. This one is basically called the side bending TNT, and it's great for wrist form strengthening and bracing the shoulders. So we're gonna demonstrate from the front and from the side. Here we go, all right. So basically the key to this here, starting in this position, I think they call this power position. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna rotate up and then rotate to the opposite side here. And you really want to engage, bring the club head to the shoulder as close as you can, and then tilt as you do that. And the key here is to get the elbows up as high as you can. Here, boom, boom. As you get more comfortable, speed it up. side. And then of course, now we're gonna break the split grip, bring it closer down here. Next exercise is called the baler, okay? And this is a really powerful move. I like this. It kind of reminds me of like a golf swing and an uppercut. Like a golf swing and a double boxing uppercut, but it's really good. But basically you stand shoulder width apart, comfortable here, maybe weight in the middle of your feet, maybe on the balls or toes. And you're gonna bring the club to either your right or your left side. If it's your right side, you're gonna have your right hand on top, and we're going to supinate that. So basically like you're sipping a cup of soup, supinate that. Your palm facing up. So we're gonna start on the right side, then we're gonna go to the left side. Baler, and there's actually the baler is the top and the reverse baler is bringing it back down again, okay? So we're starting on the right side, right hand on top. Again, split grip, bring that down, and here, and you stop. And again, that heart rate going. And we're gonna switch sides now. We're gonna go to the left side. So right hand at the bottom, left hand at the top. Split that grip. Supinate that grip with the left hand after drinking a cup of soup. And here. Whew. Yeah, if you do this in like a Tabata sequence with a number of the other dozens of movements that they have, you're gonna really, it's metabolic, you're gonna burn fat, you're gonna get your heart rate going. It's really, really great. What's the third one? Oh yeah. All right. The third exercise is really great for warm up. I've fallen in love with this exercise, but it's basically called the one-handed TNT, T-N-T, not like the station TNT. But anyway, it's gonna be one hand, so no split grip involved here. So what you're gonna do is, you're going to basically swing the club. I'll show you what it looks like first. Swing the club like this. Switch hands. I'll do it from the back actually. And then lastly, what was it? The coil and core. What was the other one? Pulse, Baylor, there's that one. Baylor. Oh, and finally, this one's called I think it's called the twist and screw or something like that. But basically, it's similar to a punch in boxing or MMA, where you're going to pronate that wrist and get that internal rotation in your shoulder. And that's just to prevent you from hyperextending. This is really great here. So you're going to use that coiling core method that I talked about, where you're going to bend to either side, and you're going to basically try to get that elbow into your back pocket and then bring this hip up some. So you create it and you feel this power right in that latimus dorsi right there, those big, strong muscles in the back. So essentially you're going to start right here. So you're going to start right here. So we got it in my right hand. Grab the club, maybe my index finger tip of the club right there. Got that nice grip. It's comfortable, very ergonomic. Hand feels good. And we're going to head in line, spine, everything like that. And we're going to bend to the side, get this elbow back. And we're creating that tension in the lat. And we've got it supinated right now, palm facing up. Grab the club head and really fight here. Other side. There you have it, the RMT Club by WEC Method. I'm going to link the description in the description box below. You guys can check it out. It's very safe as well too. I know there's other clubs in the market like steel mace clubs, things like that. This is very safe. And if you're going to slam it or strike it, just make sure you have like a padded foam padding or something like that on the floor. And I'm going to probably do an updated review once I'm like super good at this. But for right now, yeah, I highly recommend this. On the blue collar Richter grading scale, I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. David Weck made a solid product here. This is highly beneficial, big carryover to all kinds of sports, all kinds of human movement patterns that we do. It's good rate, and most importantly, it's fun. You're not gonna stick with an exercise or even a diet if it's not fun or it doesn't taste good. So this is fun. So